John, I'm going to stay with you on this one. We're going to talk cricket because the breaking news is this evening. It was that Colin Graves was going to be back at Yorkshire, it would appear. The board has approved his consortium. Graves regret over comparing racism at Yorkshire to banter. He was chairman between 2012 and 2015 when some of the kind of accusations of racism and systemic racism took place. Is Graves coming back a backward move, or is it a financial necessity, John, for Yorkshire?
Well, I think it's certainly the latter as it stands. I tell you what it is. It's definitely a controversial move. I mean, it was interesting to see, your colleague Rob Harris reporting Sky News earlier. Just, he'd spoken to Asim Rafiq, who was saying, he was very critical of the move and saying that, particularly because Graves had shown no contrition, as he put it, for obviously faults in the past, and the many rows, the racism row which has engulfed the club up until recently, and is still an issue to be tackled. Really, it's such a big issue, and it's a developing issue. In my mind, now once they recommend to members to vote it through, it's going to happen. And I just think it means then that Yorkshire can't really move on, and I think that's the worry. I think for cricket, and indeed, when you see that on the back of the Times, their board accepts Yorkshire deal. I do think it's still something that they cannot move away from, and it's deeply concerning, I think, for the whole sport and for the county. Graves has acknowledged and basically said he will offer an apology. He will look to move on. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes down and how that's accepted, because obviously that would perhaps address the concerns. But let's see how that's accepted by the sport and indeed the county.